Oh no, I started with the yawn. That's bad form.
It hasn't started yet.
Oh, they counted down.
We're live. Okay, we're all live. Look at us. We're on Facebook and Instagram.
Do you think I'm showing enough thigh?
I hope so. All right, I'm gonna pull it up because I can't see the comments from here. So I'm gonna try see if I can pull it up so I can see them. And of course, this just decided to stop working right now.
Is nobody watching right now? Is that right?
Two people. Hi, two
wait,
people.
You don't get to know who it is?
It will usually say who's popped up. So.
Okay.
Anyway, hi, welcome to... three people. Great. And one person on Instagram. Hi. Oh, Rockwell Listening Room is listening on Instagram.
Bullshit.
Hey, guys. I'm trying to pull it up so I can read comments, but my thing decided that it doesn't want to play right now. But, hey, welcome to my backyard. We're socially distant. Is this 6 feet? It's fine. But we're in my backyard. I'm doing happy hour with John Sherrill today. Super excited to have him here. We even practiced some songs together. And yeah, how are you doing?
Excellent. Yourself?
I'm doing good, considering the state of things. You know, it's doing fine. Oh, jeez, come on. I'm trying to pull this up so we can respond to comments as they come in.
Oh, I see some. Are those people joining?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know these people, so maybe I could embarrass you in front of them.
Great, awesome.
I don't really know much to embarrass you about, except that you're maybe race car or something. I don't know anything much.
I'm a mediocre race car driver. Well, so today John picked a mint julep as our cocktail. Why did you pick the mint julep today?
It is the official drink of the Kentucky Derby.
It would have been nice if we had lined it up with the Kentucky Derby Day, but nobody even knows when that is anymore, so it's fine. So let's make some cocktails while people are tuning in. How do you feel about that?
Please, let's get started.
All right. Grab your straw. You'll need for later. I even have an ice bucket. I'm really coming up in the world. It's legit. Wait, that's not where we start. We start with muddling.
You are the bartender, not I.
I wrote this down.
Okay.
It has 3 steps.
You have a cheat sheet?
I have a cheat sheet.
Oh.
I have 2 cheat sheets.
That's like playing a cover gig with an iPad.
Hey. Okay. So we're gonna muddle. We're gonna muddle some mint with some simple syrup. Is what we're gonna do. And maybe a splash of soda if you feel like it. So select how much mint you want.
This could get dangerous.
There's
I'm gonna take a stalk and then.
A stalk. 1 stalk, please.
I have seen some people will take the
giant.
mint and then you can take it and
they
clap it.
Should we do that?
I don't know if it does anything, but it does mint releases in the air, so I feel like maybe it doesn't do anything for the drink, but it does something for my experience.
Oh, hi, Cassie. We have dogs today at our event. 2 dogs. So I have this show about bartending, yet I don't own a muddler. So I have the kitchen utensils. You can choose your own kitchen utensil of choice.
Okay.
Whichever one suits your fancy.
With the organic one.
The organic one.
The bamboo.
Okay,
Is this bamboo?
I don't know. Alright, so I'm going to put in some simple syrup. It says 1.5 teaspoons. I'm just going to eyeball it.
No mint julep for you.
Oh, jeez.
How much are we doing?
It says 1.5 teaspoons, so that much, however much you want. And then I put a little bit of soda down here so we can. I have exploded this on camera before. What?
Is Mentos involved?
No, just stupidity. Alright, just to help with the muddling. Can you see that? Do you want them? We're gonna go sands.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Cool.
Keep the bubbly down.
Alright, muddle all your frustrations out. It's a good way if you're mad about something.
Are my parents watching? You never loved me. They didn't. I got a handwritten letter from my mother today.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh.
That's nice.
She said she had been thinking about me lately.
Oh.
I know. I got a little misty at the the little postal box.
That's so sweet.
And then I called her, and we talked, and then I was like, oh, I gotta drive to Heber for a thing.
For a thing? Well, not sure what kind of thing, but okay.
I'm liking this already.
It's just sugar.
And mint. It's mint sugar.
Alright, so then you add as much bourbon as you want. You brought Canadian whiskey for some reason.
So I like things for stupid reasons sometimes. Let's be honest, mint julep is great because of the name. Don't you just like saying mint julep?
Yeah, what does that mean? Like, what's a julep?
I looked it up on Wikipedia, but I don't remember.
Oh, great. Thanks for that.
It might have like an Indian history or something like that. I don't know.
I like my show because I can have a real cocktail on my show. Oh, look at you go.
Whoops.
Free pour state. Not really. All right. A little swishy swish.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that smells refreshing. Where did the scooper go? I even crushed the ice for this event because it requires crushed ice.
It does.
That is part of it. To crush your ice, you can try it using a blender, or you can try using the bottom of a water bottle in a Ziploc bag. That also works, just so you know. That's what I did.
I remember going to a bar once.
Oh. Okay.
You okay?
Trying to get the tennis ball out from under your guitar, which is super chill.
I went to a bar once, probably when I was like 24, and a dive bar, and you know, kind of a rough and tumble crowd, and I asked for a mint julep, and I never felt so stupid in my life.
Was there like chicken wire around the stage and you were ordering a mint julep?
Basically. I mean, if there had been a record player there, it definitely would have gone.
Well, cheers.
Cheers, yes.
Thanks for being on my.
Look at these
on my
American
show.
straws, red and blue.
Yeah, we're so patriotic. Oh my goodness.
I need more mint.
This is good. I'm glad you brought the mint julep to my attention. I knew about it, but I don't think I've ever had one or ever made one.
I know you can't say that.
And now I can't say that. Now I have all the fixins.
I mean, mint smells good.
It does. I think I have some growing in my garden over there pretty poorly, and I think I'm the only person who's ever killed mint in their garden. It's not growing. It's dying.
Dead mint.
Anyway, how's everybody? Can you guys hear? Hi from Minnesota. Hi Raymond. From Miami? All right, cool. And then, oh, thanks for the patio comment, Kareen. It wouldn't look this good without you. Kareen helped me build my patio.
Nice.
All right. Are we fully refreshed? I need one more sip. This is good.
This is nice.
This is lovely. I'm not like, oh yeah, we're supposed to play songs. That's what we're here for. Do you want me to start or do you want to start?
I have no preference. What is there? A tradition? Or?
No, there's no.
We're out of tradition
hanging out
territory.
in my backyard drinking cocktails. This is about it.
Okay.
I'll start though, because you look like you're really enjoying your drink. We'll get you liquored up before you start.
Do you have the songs that you're gonna play already?
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
What?
Never
Do
mind.
we need to have a band meeting?
No, we're on TV. We can't have a band meeting on TV.
Do you have a request?
No.
Is that why you're asking?
Why else would I ask? Why?
Well, what's your request?
When you look at your songs,
I'm going to pick 5.
I think we're gonna be okay.
Okay.
Just checking in. That's a song.
That's a new one, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it's an old one and it's got a facelift, so it's new. Alright, I'm going to play these 4 walls because I've been working on this song, and it's probably the only one that doesn't really have space for you to noodle around on, so we'll get it out of the way. We'll get it out of the way. Anyway, but I've been working on this song, getting it ready for being on a record someday. Who knows? We'll see.
Can you tell us about the song, or have you told the audience about the song already?
So I started writing the song. I was in a songwriting group in Texas, but it was based on Facebook, and so you had to submit a song every 2 weeks, and this one was one of the songs I submitted before I got kicked out of the group. for missing the deadline. That's my
Okay,
bad.
that's-
But this one I wrote, it's not necessarily a quarantine song, but it turned out to like maybe potentially reflect that. It's called These Four Walls, about being like in my house, and it's like a metaphor. And I thought it was going to be like way too metaphoric, like way over people's heads. Like I was kind of dealing with some emotions of, I was in a relationship with someone with a mental health disorder, and so kind of like unpacking that feeling. And so I never wrote that song, and so during quarantine I kind of wrote, I don't really even
So
know.
this song is new.
Yeah, April, like so right when quarantine started. But I feel like I was attempting to write that song, like the unpacking of emotion song, but I was stuck in my house writing songs, and so it's kind of like a hybrid of being stuck in your house / like those things that I hadn't processed. So
Gotcha.
anyway, These Four Walls. Let's try that again. These four walls, always the same to me. Stark, white, cold as ice and empty. Dust in the corners, cobwebs in the eaves. Just long-term storage of who I used to be. Open the doors, let the light in, and let that crosswind breathe life into this house again. And take these hollow halls and make a home from these four walls. Shuttered in my fiercely guarded post, haunted by unwanted but familiar ghosts. And I don't want to go out, and I don't want to air my wounds, 'cause what if all my fears turn out to be true? Open the doors, let the light in, let that crosswind breathe life into this house again. And take these hollow halls and make a home from these four walls. Oh, what are walls but plaster, lath, and pine? A sturdy frame of vacant space where love's denied. Ring the bell, let yourself in, and show me how to unlock my heart again. Take these hollow halls and make a home from these four. Open the doors, let the light in, let that crosswind breathe life into this house again. And take these hollow halls, take these hollow halls and make a home from these four walls. These four walls. These four walls. These four walls.
Nice.
Hey, thanks.
Good job.
Thank you very much.
Gussie was
Oh.
getting touchy-feely.
All the
She's like, oh, this
feelings.
song is making me so emotive. I need to touch somebody. So, that song, you said it was partially inspired to someone who's having some mental health problems?
Yeah, so I had a partner who had depression, and so it's a very steep learning curve for me to be with somebody with depression, and it was like, I don't know, it was just a lot.
For sure.
And if anyone ever wants to talk about it, I'm very open to talking about it. It's just like, it's just a lot. It's very heavy, but it's definitely something you have to talk about. And so it's funny because I actually have never said that when introducing a song, but I'm like, you know what, we're in a good place where it's a good thing to talk about. But I think as the person who didn't have depression, I didn't realize how much it had affected me and not just his mental health. And so it was like a whole, there was just a lot to process when that relationship, when we parted ways, of like processing through, what I put in, what he put in, and like how we ended up and everything. So it was just an interesting thing.
I'm sure interesting is the euphemism.
It's a light. It is interesting, but I learned a lot. So. Yeah.
And you wrote this song in this house?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And was it originally These Four Padded Walls? That's the title of the song?
No.
Maybe.
But maybe it will be.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn?
It's your turn. Yeah, let's see what. My mom is on. Hi, Mom. Happy birthday yesterday. Hi, Alex. Hi, Mel.
Oh, what's up, Mel?
What's up?
Oh, I was listening to Good Woman the other day. Like, I kind of want to learn. I just want to learn how to play it so I can just play it.
Armando wants to know where your hat is.
My hat?
Yeah.
It's at the barber shop where I got my hair cut.
Oh, no. All right. What do you got for us?
It's funny that he associates me as a hat person. I like hats. I mean, if I do stuff outside, I wear them. But when I get my hair cut like this, I feel if I put on my hat, then I go into like super mouse mode and my ears stick out even further. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Tell us about what you're going to play.
What song am I going to play? Let me play...
Our neighbors have a lot of dogs.
That's okay. Currently we have 2, so that's
And they're so quiet.
not none. Yeah, we have good puppies here. Guess he's going to drink the noise. I'm going to play a song called Surprise. This is... a lot of people like this one. The background of this, I always tell, whenever I play my originals and it's quiet, I'll tell the story, or the background of the song. I wrote this song when I was living in Montana, but moving back to South Carolina for like the 15th time. I've moved in and out of Montana several times. So I was leaving, I knew I was leaving, but I was playing with this band called the Hawthorne Roots, and we were playing a gig in Missoula, and we were spent the night in someone's house. I never met the person, and people like stayed up, all night partying, and I was like found a sleeping bag and went to bed. But I woke up early in the morning, and there was this back room, and I don't know, I just started feeling the feels because I knew I was leaving Montana, and
You're feeling the feels?
yeah. What did I say?
Mm-hmm. Like you said.
Yeah, I was feeling the feels, and I don't know, I get like, sense of place is important to me, and even like houses are different in Montana in here than they are back east in the southeast. Mm-hmm. So like, even being in that back room, you like call it a mud room maybe?
Yeah.
So
like a sunroom or
something like that. Yeah. But it was really small. And just kind of like, not even insulated, just kind of, there's a door that goes outside. But that kind of room doesn't exist in the southeast. So I was like feeling really special, and there were like all these old wine bottles, and I kind of this song started to piece together then, and I continued to write it as I moved back to South Carolina. I remember driving through Nebraska or something, and every time I drive across the Great Plains, I don't know, there's something just about it being like you can see the curvature of the earth. Mm-hmm. That I don't know, like it speaks to me somehow. And leaving things in Montana and going to South Carolina, and just a lot of changes. And I knew I was going into a lot of surprises, so this song kind of came out of that, just kind of, I guess, appreciation for the good things that have happened to me, and all the surprises and all that.
Cool.
So,
right.
Without further ado, it's enough blabbering. I'm glad this guitar's in tune. I didn't tune it first.
Me neither.
Sitting in the back room of a house I don't know, with empty old bottles of wine. A ghost comes in to tell me good luck with what's to come, and a hello soon becomes a goodbye. Waiting for the future to tell me what's next, waiting for the past to tell me why. I wanna know what it will be, but it just makes God laugh, yeah. Cause he only seems to deal in surprise. Oh, come on, surprise. Come on, surprise. Come on, surprise me. Ain't nothing wrong with getting just what you want, yeah. But I always prefer a surprise.
That's a thirsty dog. Some fans on Instagram. Ooh.
These planes, they span forever, put eternities to rest. But somehow I've been across them many times. America, I love you, and I hope you love me too. I love this world and I will when I die. Waiting for the future to tell me what is next. Waiting for the past to tell me why. I wanna know what it will be, but it just makes God laugh, yeah. Cause he only seems to deal in surprise. Oh, come on, surprise. Come on, surprise. Come on, surprise me. Life isn't known for being just what you want, yeah. But I believe the best is always surprise. Last day in Montana, first day on the road. New is old, was life be death of mine. Glaciers melt behind me, and oceans rise ahead. And somewhere in between, I'm alive. Oh, waiting for the future to tell me what is next. Waiting for the past to tell me why. I wanna know what it will be, but it just makes God laugh, yeah. Cause he only seems to deal in surprise. Oh, come on, surprise. Come on, surprise. Oh, come on, surprise me. Never been too good at getting just what I want, yeah. But I've always been good with surprise.
Yay!
Thank you. That's a Martin Sexton move.
Does he do that?
Sometimes, yeah.
Oh, I saw him at Moab Folk Festival last year.
You probably heard him do it.
Probably.
He do that, and there's like, I try and do all the mouth percussion stuff.
Yeah.
And then like also like doing the into the mic. I like doing that.
It comes across, like you do it well, like you've timed it well.
So, have you ever seen Al Jarreau's YouTube video of doing Take 5?
I don't think so.
So, if you guys haven't seen it, Al Jarreau, there's a YouTube video. It's like probably his most watched YouTube video, Al Jarreau's. And there's a part where he's like, the rhythm is and he's like singing. He wrote lyrics for it, and then a certain part he does it. But it's in time, and it's like so beautiful. It's the coolest thing.
That's rad.
It's like one thing I've been trying to like incorporate.
You're very rhythmic, and you're playing like in a way that I'm not great at rhythm, and so I like the way that you incorporate. Like it's not just keeping time. It's like because that's something that's like not my strong suit. Of like melody is not my strong suit. Let's be real. That's
melody.
A part.
You don't think it's your strong suit?
I would say that it's something that I work on more. I'm starting to work on now that I have not worked on in the past.
I don't know if I would agree with you that melody is a weak suit for you.
Oh, thank you. But it's something I also just like. Maybe it's not something I like. I know about songwriting and I know about guitar, but like I don't know like the ins and outs of melody. I just kind of like wing it. You know what I mean? Like
That's probably
it's
preferable.
not super intentional.
Yeah, I don't. So there's a guitar. My favorite living guitarist, a guy named Wayne Krantz,
Mm-hmm.
and he's like New York, super pretentious, like avant-garde fusion jazz guy, and he's like so cerebral.
Mm-hmm.
But he had a daughter a few years ago, and would sing nursery rhymes. He would sing nursery rhymes to his daughter. Your dog is a ball dog, no question. He would sing nursery rhymes
Cool.
to his daughter, and then he would like improvise. But he said he realized he was just using his ear. He was just pulling it out of his butt, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But, and then
I thought you said he was using his ear.
funny. And we got the pun master
Couldn't
over
help
here.
myself.
Pun master over here. So that kind of started changing his playing. And he said he recognizes that his best recorded solo was probably played by ear. He wasn't like thought out. He was just using his feelings.
Interesting.
And I think that one thing I feel I struggle with is writing lyrics, and I feel like the best lyrics I write are unintentional. They're just I just turn on the feeling spigot. And
feelings.
yeah, sometimes it's dry, sometimes nothing comes out, but if there's stuff there and you turn it on, I feel like that's the best. Like thinking about it is not the best route.
Yeah, but like so my thought on melody is that I've been recently
maybe you've been thinking a lot of this.
I've been thinking about a lot, but that melody is very much so dictated by rhythm, because you only have like so many notes to choose from, and so rhythm is going to make up a lot of like what your melody is.
Melody is the intersection of harmony and rhythm.
Yeah, and I think that I think I'm pretty run of the mill when it comes to my rhythm patterns, and so. But I think the way that you approach rhythm is really interesting. Like it's just like it's like in the fabric of the way that you play songs, which I love, and which is the thing that makes everyone tap their toes. So when you play, whether you have like your whole sound system and you have like that bass line going, everything sounds good, or if it's just like you being able to add in like mouth percussion acoustically, it still works. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so I'm writing a song right now that's not done yet. It's not done.
Story of our lives.
But
I tried to finish the song for this so bad. Like I didn't practice for like the past 2 weeks, basically, trying to finish the song, and like did not finish.
But
anyway.
But yeah, so I always start with music, and this time I started with a drum track. Like I totally just started with, I put in GarageBand a drum beat and put in like 12 bars worth, and I'm using like a 12 bar 1-4-5 format. That's what I ended up with. But like I put in like this kind of Memphis soul style drum beat and started writing. I had a title and a drum beat, and I like made it up from there and then put guitar to it. Mm-hmm. And so I'm interested because I would love to like play it for you. Not right now, guys. It's not ready.
No, we peer pressure her, guys.
Don't do it.
Lots of comments.
I can just, I can ignore comments.
What are people saying?
Anyway, but I want you to hear the song. And I would love your 2 cents on fancy jazz chords and on fun rhythms on this song that I'm working on, which is not this song. I'm going to play something else. What am I going to play? I'm going to play this.
So she just told us about a song she's not going to play.
I only have a verse and a chorus and like something that resembles a bridge.
Okay.
But I know what the rest. Anyway.
Okay. I'll report back.
Yeah. We'll maybe if you like, we should make a video and you can like play on it and then we'll post it.
My mom told me not to party too hard today.
How's that going?
I feel great. I feel like I'm being civil.
Okay. I'm going to play this before I drink more whiskey because there's some fancy chords in here I might forget. So this is called Sweeten the Deal. This was the last song I put in that songwriting group before I got kicked out because I submitted it 15 minutes after the deadline. All right. This is called Sweeten the Deal. And if you want a noodle, feel free to noodle.
Noodle. Out of my pay grade.
Meet me at the table if you're ready to talk. You got something I want, babe, that can't be bought. I'll make you an offer too good to be real. And if it ain't good enough, babe, terms I'm inclined to accept. Tell me in detail how you plan to collect. I'll make you an offer too good to be real. And if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal. Oh, I'm justified that this is bona fide, satisfaction guaranteed. My experience says with these kinds of events, the longer you invest, the more returns you'll see. So I'm not looking for a bargain, no wages too steep. You can't put a price on love, babe, you got what I need. I'll make you an offer too good to be real. And if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal. Take this one?
Sure.
Table if you're ready to talk. You got something I want, babe, that can't be bought. I'll make you an offer too good to be real. And if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal. Bag it. And if it ain't good enough, babe, I'll sweeten the deal.
Nice. That's awesome. I don't think I've heard that one.
Yeah, I don't play it often, so
You should play it
I
every
was
time.
like, this is a great song to play with John Sherrill today.
Yes,
so.
you should. That's great. That's great. I can't believe. Do people not, when you play that, are people not like, that's the shit, play that?
People like it. I think I forget that I wrote it. I forget about it. So it's fun to play. My mind has to work really hard to remember this chord right here. Or after the beat. Anyway, there's a lot of, I have to think hard.
Well done.
I have to do it early in the night, not late.
You can't be too many mint juleps in.
Yeah. I'm like half a mint julep in. I'm like, this is risky. Oh, these
That
are
was
delicious.
awesome.
Hey, thank you. That was fun to play with you.
Sorry guys, I'm busy drinking.
Suck down some cocktails. I feel I should learn how to play some lead guitar because I feel pretty useless in any sort of like duo situation. I have like nothing to contribute. I'm not great at harmonies. I have to like practice really hard for harmonies. I have an egg shaker in the house somewhere. I could shake an egg.
That's awesome. You have a tambourine?
I do have a tambourine. I also have a cowbell.
Damn, girl.
And I have an omnichord. Have you ever with the omnichord?
If we're in tune. When you say omnichord, you mean one of those Casio or
Yeah,
is
it's
it
like
Casio?
it's
Or
I think it's Casio. I don't know. It's like a
IKEA?
IKEA. It's like an electric auto harp, but it only plays
Yes.
Nintendo sounds.
The best Nintendo sounds.
We can't see the comments from where we are.
Yeah, I'm also not wearing glasses. Snake showing? I don't understand that.
So correct.
Oh.
It should be Donkashane. Oh, my dad is requesting Donkashane.
Oh, is your dad Zipper?
He's married to Zibber.
Oh.
So
Your mom's name is Zipper?
yeah,
Oh, that's a cool name. Is that short for anything?
for Elizabeth. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mom, we're
I've heard-
talking about you. Don't worry about it.
My mom's first name is Elizabeth, but she goes by Ann, her middle name.
Oh, my mom's middle name is Ann. Weird. Elizabeth Ann.
Yeah. Mom power.
That's crazy. Look at that. Hey, what are you gonna play?
Oh. Play a song? Okay,
We could, yeah.
I'm gonna play the song. You were talking earlier about facelifting songs.
Mhm.
My dog just complained. Whenever I finish songs, I feel like it's done, and
Mhm.
like it's in stone. And then 5 years later of playing it in front of people and them being like, yeah, it's okay. I'll be like, I really don't like it either, and then I'll want to but maybe I'll like the lyrics, or I'll like one little part. Usually it's I like the lyrics, and the guitar part is too complicated or something, or the melody, I was trying to do something that was stupid. That was stupid.
Yeah.
So this is one of those songs. I've basically rewritten all the music for it. I don't even remember what the original music was. And I guess this is kind of like a lesson to myself, because I'll be like so fixated. This is like when I write something, like I'll think this is the truth. It's not. It's all your perception. It's all in your head.
Like they say, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Yeah, exactly. So I'll have. Is that one of your dad's sayings?
No, that's I think that's I don't know where I got that from. Songwriter group somewhere. Hey Ed, how are you?
Thank you, Ed, for saying that. It's very nice. So this song, hopefully I can get the lyrics right. Wrote, I was attracted to a young lady that played an open mic at a bar I frequented in Bozeman, Montana. And I don't think she was attracted to me. Unrequited love. So I wrote the song. It's called See What I See. Maybe it's the moonlight, it's got me seeing things. But tell me what's that fun curvature, yeah, doing here dancing with me. And we're swinging and we're swaying while the mambo salsa samba's playing. Gotta be the sea waves making this mirage. I swear your lips is all over my now, that's a byline right from God. And there's hands and hips and eyes and winks and smiles, and I can't help but think of you. See what I see within. Baby, you be a little bit closer to me. Time couldn't help but stand still whenever we're near, and I'd finally have something real. You can see what I see, yeah. Hey, hold it just a minute. Don't wake me from this dream. Oh, wrapped up in matrimony, and I don't even know what that means. And with every sunset, sunrise, there's a happy ever after reprise. Lastly, I must mention my gift of prophecy. I look into my crystal ball and I see a fool's being made of me. But it's far too late to stop me, 'cause I'm already about to say if you could see what I see, well then, baby, you be a little bit closer to me. Time couldn't help but stand still whenever we're near, and I finally have something real. See what I see, yeah. See what I see, oh, see what I see. Hey, 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 baby, baby. You can see what I see with them. Baby, you be a little bit closer to me. And time couldn't help but stand still when ever we're near, and I finally have something real. If you can see what I see, oh, then maybe you be a little bit closer to me. Yeah. Time couldn't help but stand still, oh, whenever we're near, and I finally have something real. You can see what I see, yeah. Ooh, 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 ooh.
I love it. I like that song. So that song it got a music facelift.
Yes.
I love the chord progression under the chorus. Like, it's just such a
so that was
wonderful
the most
shift.
recent. That was the most recent change. It used to be see what I see with them.
Oh yeah.
You be a little bit closer to me.
That's funny because I don't feel like your melody has changed.
It hasn't. It didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't change the melody. I changed the chords.
But the chord, like,
I made them more funky.
and it's so much more like, not dramatic, but it like builds energy, and it's cool. I love the chorus on that.
So on the verse, I'm really not playing the high E string, and it's mostly like a lot of slapping and playing bass lines and then extra stuff. And then when I go into the chorus, then I just play like a full.
It's so funny.
all these big chords. So it's kind of like I push the wow effect button.
You turn down the suckle. Just kidding.
Yeah, exactly.
Turn up the cool. No, I like it. I feel like that's
Speaking of more alcohol,
perfect segue. Slap that mint. Slap some mint.
I think I'm good on the mint.
Oh, it's just fun to do. Anyway. Okay, I'm gonna play this Jim Croce song next because, yeah. So every week I will put up on Facebook like a vote, and everyone votes on who I should cover, and I kind of narrow it down to 3 artists, except for that one week when I picked Texas, and everyone just listed like 25 different people from Texas, and yeah, so
You didn't play Lyle Lovett's discography?
I did not, unfortunately. What did I play? I played a Walt Wilkins song, and I did get a request for George Strait, and I played
Naturally.
Walt Wilkins and Guy Clark song. Is what I played. Which Guy Clark song?
I think I remember the
super
Guy
fun.
Clark one.
I think I'm gonna put that in my full-time repertoire because I really liked that song. Walt Wilkins one is really fun too, but it's all a feeling song, and they don't love the feeling songs at bars as much. So, and that's all I'm playing right now. So
you go to bars to not feel.
Great point. I should keep that in mind when I generate my set list.
I was actually born in Texas.
Oh yeah, weren't you born in like near Dallas or something?
Mm-hmm. In Weatherford.
And then you left shortly thereafter.
Yeah. My dad was in seminary. I'm a preacher's kid.
The son of a preacher man.
Yep.
Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, I was gonna ask you about Jim Croce. So I asked you what your favorite top 3 influences were, and I made those my choices to vote from.
And
it was neck and neck and neck between Bill Withers, Frank Sinatra, and Jim Croce. And so it was. I think
so
Jim
one
Croce,
person requested to go see her.
Jim Croce won by 1 vote. Everybody else had like that. It was tie otherwise, like 1 vote.
So I thought you were gonna put up like a bio or something like that. I didn't know what Alicia asked me for my 3 influences, and I said Bill Withers, Jim Croce, and Frank Sinatra because I thought those were accessible. If I told you like my 3 the 3 musicians I'm most in love with, or I've feel like have
Well, we can talk about that too.
influenced most of my soul, they were like people you've never heard of. They're not good for cover songs.
But it was great for the vote then, because everybody.
I'm glad it worked out.
And everyone was pretty active in the voting, so it was pretty cool. I'm gonna tell you right now, Kenyon Cotton, that it was not Operator. I'm sorry, but I did pick a Jim Croce song. But yeah, I think it's good. I think because I feel like I did put up one week. I put up some more obscure folk songwriters that I really love. And like 1 person voted because they were like, I don't know who these people are.
You know, it's so funny. Like, really, like playing cover gigs has been like such an education for me. I think a lot of people talk shit about playing cover gigs, but I've learned so much, and you kind of learn like who in the music universe is important to people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do.
And I mean, and that's not necessarily a positive or negative thing, but it's just like something to notice.
Yeah, I mean, I played in a cover band for like 9 years before I started going out and playing songs I wrote. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of people who talk shit on cover gigs, and they can be tough. They can be really tough, but I think, like you, I've learned a lot from them. And when people are like, well, how do you get good at guitar? And I'm like, learn other people's songs, because they already know what they're doing. So learn what they did, and then you'll figure stuff out. So like when I play songs by other artists, like the Indigo Girls is one of my favorite bands, and they have moves, like everybody has their move that they do, like this certain they have a certain combination of chords that they'll use, like with a walk down in it. That
I thought you meant physically. They
have this move. No, they do this thing at the end of every song. They say thanks y'all at the end of every song, so you can make a drinking game out of it. Anyway, I digress. But anyway, learning these songs, you learn. Like, oh, I would have never done this, like D/C# to C walk down, but they can put it into a song and make it sound great. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh, like I know where I can use this. Like, they have another song that goes from like an E minor to an E major in the bridge, and it's like this really beautiful lift. And I'm like, okay, how do I use that effectively? But it's like all stuff I learned from learning to play their songs, kind of thing.
Yeah, totally.
Do you concur?
100%.
Okay.
Have you ever watched the video "Everything Is a Remix"? I've highly recommended watching for everybody. If I'm surprised you haven't, because we're basically the same age.
Mm-hmm.
But basically, it's like you can't write any new music.
Right. Everything's been written.
Yeah, but somehow you can remix things and it's new-ish. And this video, Everything is a Remix, it talks about
Right.
that.
Cool. I'll check it out. All right. In the meantime, let's do the song because I only learned it last night and it's still fresh.
Shout out to all those car washers.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, Keith.
All right. Working at the Car Wash Blues by Jim Croce is what we got today.
Here we go. Send it.
Right? That's the rhythm. I just got out from a county prison doing 90 days with non-support. Tried to find me an executive position, but no matter how smooth I talked, they wouldn't listen to the fact that I was a genius. And then say we got all we can use. Now I got them steadily depressing, low down line, missing, working at the car wash blues. I should be sitting in an air-conditioned office in a swivel chair, talking some trash to the secretary, saying, "Come here, mama, come on over here." Said I'm rubbing these fenders with a rag and walking home in soggy old shoes. I got them steadily depressing, low down the line, missing, working at the car wash blues. A man of my ability should be making on a big cigar. Till I get myself straight, I guess I'll just have to wait in my rubber suit or rubbing these cars. All I can do is shake my head. You might not believe it's true. Or working at the end of the Niagara Falls is an undiscovered Howard Hughes. So baby, don't you expect to see a double martini in a high-class society news? 'Cause I got them completely pressing low down lines and working at the car wash blues. Take it away. Do one more. So baby, don't expect to see me with the double martini in a highbrow society news. 'Cause I got low, definitely depressing, low down lines and working at the car wash blues. Yeah, I got them steadily depressing, low down lines and working at the car wash blues. That is really fun to play.
We did it.
Steadily depressing. So I was telling John earlier that, so I just bought a car, but before I bought this car, I was driving my dad's 2001 Cadillac Eldorado around with a tape deck in it. I think I've talked about
Oh,
this.
that was the car you had before this?
Yeah, so I just,
Oh, I thought that was from like your long
no,
past.
this was like less than a month ago.
So I feel like you, of all the people tuning in and myself, you might win the award for last to listen to a tape.
Probably, but it had a tape deck in it, and it had a Jim Croce tape in it, and I listened to it a lot, like back and forth, just like, through the rotation. Tapes are short. You go through a tape really fast.
They are, yeah.
So I listened to that Jim Croce tape a lot in my Cadillac Eldorado in the time that I was driving it, so that was fun.
Oh, I have to sing it now.
Yeah.
Guys, am I showing enough? Almost said, am I throwing enough shy? Am I showing enough thigh?
How's that mint julep treating you?
Delightfully.
Oh. I gotta.
I hope my mom's not watching.
My mom is, so it's okay. There's an Elizabeth Ann who is watching. That's funny. Before you play the song, we have some time to play a couple more. And on Facebook, there's no limit, but on Instagram, there's a limit. They cut you off at an hour.
At 1 hour.
Yeah. So before you play the song, tell everybody what you want them to know. Like, if you could ask a bunch of strangers on the internet for a favor, like sign up for your email list or go whatever, what favor would you ask, or what would you like to tell them? What do you feel like strangers on the internet need to know about you right now?
I'm a really good person. You should all donate to the National Ability Center. Let's see, my website, johnsherrillmusic.com. I feel like life's great right now.
His website link is in the description of the Facebook event, but not on Instagram. So you can find him on john.sherrill.music on Instagram.
I think that's right.
I think that's right. Anyway, but where are you playing next? What's your next gig?
Tomorrow I'm playing at Lake Effect. If anybody from Lake Effect, they're all at work right now, so nobody's watching. But I just want Lake Effect has been very kind to me. Thank you guys. It's funny. Like when one of the songs, I'm working on 2 songs right now, and one of them is kind of like when the shutdown happens, like the COVID shutdown, like life instantaneously, like over the course of 3 days, got super sucky for like all musicians.
Yeah.
So
and confirm.
Yeah. So like within a week, like I lost, and I was a part-time ski instructor at Park City, so I lost that job too. So I lost 2 jobs at once. Found out, I thought I had health insurance, but I didn't. I just assumed that I had been re-enrolled, that there was an auto enrollment, but there wasn't. So I didn't have health insurance. Got it squared away, and then there was one other bad thing. 3 really bad things happened to me in like a week's time. I was like really blue.
Yeah.
And I'm really worried about the future and how things were going to work out. But when the clouds started to part a little bit, the clouds are still there. But Lake Effect, this is so long of thank you to Lake Effect. Lake Effect's been having me like once a week, and it's stupid, like they're business, but
they reduce music to once a week.
No, they've been having me once a week.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah, so that's like, and it's like that's the difference between me being able to stay in Utah and having to move back to South Carolina and move with my parents. Mm-hmm. Like really that big a difference. And like I worked really hard for a couple of years to build up savings, but it's like it's gonna be like this for
it's hard,
a year.
Yeah.
I don't have that kind of. I don't have.
There's a tip jar in the comments.
So yeah, that's the next place. I don't know why I went into that. Probably
Yeah.
Mint Julep to blame.
Yeah, Mint Julep will get you, man. But it is interesting. So like 2020, I had ambitious plans for this year. I did my first 2-week tour in Texas in February, and I had a bunch of tour dates, and it went really well. It was actually, I had a tour last summer that I have people like, how'd it go? I was like, it was mildly successful, and the one in Texas was
Successful.
a success. I made money, I had fun, I played great shows, I met a lot of cool people, like everything I could have asked for happened.
Playing original music, right?
And playing original music.
That's like
every show.
I just want to clarify, that's such a big deal. Like a lot of people say, oh yeah, I'm a musician, and they just play cover gigs. I'm in that boat. Well, Alicia plays original music and makes money. That's like there's
literally tens of hundreds of dollars to be made.
Yes.
Anyway, but it was a big deal, and so I got home from this tour, and I was like, okay, what's next? I'm gonna make a record, and I have this plan, and I'm gonna start planning more tour routes and piggybacking off of what I built, and I got home February 21st or something like that. And then, of course, within less than a month, everything changed. And so every plan, and just the other day, I'm a semifinalist in the Songwriter Serenade competition in Texas, and I got the call the other day that it is going to be canceled. And so that was a real bummer, because that was the last thing that I had booked that we were holding on to, because it's a small event, so we were hoping to make it happen. But so it's just all these ambitious plans, I've had to step back and be okay, now I have to readjust my expectations and what I want to do. And so I'm taking a lot more cover gigs right now, which is fine. At least I'm playing, I'm super grateful to be playing music and people are willing to pay money to see live music right now, which, you know, not everybody has a lot of money to share. So it's huge, and it is crazy everything that's going on, but it, like, those gigs are super helpful in, like, keeping everything together and giving me a purpose to keep doing what I'm doing. So, like, I could pick up more shifts at a restaurant if I really needed to, or diversify, but it's like, it's really helpful that I get to keep playing music as part of my job. So it is yeah, I'm super grateful that I have the opportunity right now. Yeah. Anyway, what song are you gonna play?
I could see in your eyes, like, I'm trying to segue into another song.
Passionate about it. Mint Juleps, man.
One of the 2 songs I'm working on right now is basically like a coronavirus problem song, but I haven't finished it. And you know what's funny? Like, I actually, when everything went south, I put in, like, so I went to school for mathematics and statistics, and I put in a bunch of applications for basically data science jobs, and nothing, didn't get anything back, and that was like one thing that was really bumming me out in maybe later April and into May, and I didn't play guitar in April, I think maybe like twice.
Wow.
Like, which is, you know, for me is very unusual, but I was just like so focused, like, okay, this music thing is game over, like there's nothing I could do about this, it's game over. But I started, like, the 2 times I picked the guitar up, like, I sometimes melodies or just ideas kind of come to you, and you kind of can't refuse them. So I started having some ideas, and now I'm stuck, which is songwriting 101.
3 years later.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
So maybe in 2 years I'll have this coronavirus song finished. But it'll
we'll have
be
a
good.
new virus with
It'll
a
be good.
trendy hashtag that we'll have to write about.
You know what's so funny is, like, everything's done except the stupid lyrics. But anyway. I don't know if I have a sad song to play.
Did you want to play a sad song
Well,
based on what we're talking about?
Yeah. But I don't feel I have a sad song. I have one sad song, I guess. I don't think people don't like this one. It's kind of heady. It doesn't have a hook. The hook is the first and the last line. I want to fall in love again. I had been in a relationship, I guess. That
Is that what it's called?
well, when you say relationship, it's like it kind of brings a formality to it.
Yeah.
In a sense, but there was a relationship of sorts, and it fell apart, and I felt like we both shared some cynicism, and this song kind of speaks to that cynicism. Cynicism specifically about falling in love, which is like a cliche thing to say, but it's like a thing. So the song is called "I Want to Fall in Love Again." Don't shoot me if I mess up the lyrics, but none of you would know anyway.
Yeah, they don't know.
I need to get a new guitar for acoustic gigs. It's too quiet. Everyone, peace. I wanna fall in love again, but I don't wanna hurt like before. The rush of losing control and being left broken once more. You want the love without the kiss, you want it all without the risk. But you can't insure your heart. If nothing ventured, nothing gained. If love is certain, it's only a name. You're safe, but just so far. It's more to life than chasing someone else. She wouldn't give it to me. Things are fine just the way they are. I don't have the time to waste. How efficient, how composed in your perfect world of stone. 'Cause nothing's left inside. You're more afraid of being wrong than living life out there alone. What do you get for being right? Take it away, Alicia. Okay, now let her rip. Nice jump, Patty. Alright, here's the moody part. Hallelujah to the King of what a cynic's curse to see. More excuse and lie. You don't let your guard down, you don't get your hopes up, you don't spend any more time dreaming of falling in love. The feelings come to die. But you know, deep within, you always hope for love to win. I wanna fall in love again.
Patty loved it.
Thank you. I
She
can tell.
was stoked about that and a tennis ball.
She's so into balls.
There's a joke there somewhere. Anyway, we lost Instagram. They're gone, but that's okay. We'll keep playing. I think I have.
We don't need no stinking Instagram.
I
That
think
was
I
racist,
got
I'm sorry.
one more, and then yeah, I started right. So then you get to end.
Yeah, but you gotta play Halfway to Houston.
Did I not play Halfway to Houston yet?
We haven't done that
Oh,
yet.
well, let's play that.
Okay, so
I
I want to
lied.
tell Facebook crowd. Does it say how many people are tuning in? I wish.
Somewhere. Oh, 14 people are here right now.
Okay. So for those of you tuning in, I've played music, I guess, in 3 different towns, and I've played open mics all over the country, just kind of like traveling and seeing things.
Mm-hmm.
You go to any town in the world, probably, but in America for sure. You go to any town, you're gonna find a guy who can play guitar really well, and you'll find any town you'll find some people that can sing. But songwriting is a significantly more rare talent. And this is a good song. It's not like an okay song. This is a great song. Like, this is like, you say that you don't feel like melody is a strong suit for you. I feel like this is a counterexample to that. Like, this is a great song.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
I am continue blabbering, but I'll.
All right, this is a song called Halfway to Houston. All right. 2, 3, 4. That was terrible counting.
I knew what you meant.
Thank you. I was up before the sun that morning, tiptoeing on eggshells and packing up my car. Key was on the counter when I locked the door behind me, so I wouldn't have a chance to change my mind. And I was halfway to Houston by the time he woke up. Did he wonder, was I coming back, or was he glad to see me gone? And I was trying not to turn that car around, and I was halfway to Houston, and I broke down. Say that nothing happened. It's not the same as saying nothing was wrong. And how could we not notice that tender touch turn cold. It takes time to build a callus thick enough. And I was halfway to Houston by the time he woke up. Did he wonder, was I coming back? Or was he glad to see me gone? I was trying not to turn that car around. And I was halfway to Houston when I broke down. And for the first time, oh, in a long time, I had the chance to ask myself just what I needed. Oh, the interstate gave me space to see it. And then every mile hurt just a little less. By the time he woke up, did he wonder, was I coming back? Or was he glad to see me gone? And I knew that there was no turning around. And I was halfway to Houston, halfway to Houston, halfway to Houston. I broke down. Lovely.
So good. That's
That
basically,
was so fun.
I feel that song is perfect.
Oh,
Like, that's a really good song. It's so, I hate to use this word, but almost obnoxious to go to like open mics, like over and over. I go to a lot of open mics. Well, not lately because of coronavirus, but
because that's the thing.
to go to so many. One of the dogs has zoomies right now. To go to open mics and just hear crappy songs, people that really like haven't given themselves to songwriting.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that songwriting is one of those things it's like a developed skill. Like there's a lot of technical things to it that you don't think about, and it's just like learning how to play guitar or be good at skiing or anything. And I think you've put in the time.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that.
It's refreshing. I feel like I know I said I want you to know that like I actually mean this. Like people in Utah coming here from where I've been in the past, like I feel like there's people care more about songwriting here.
Yeah, it's weird because like I don't think I cared very much about songwriting, and I think when it started for me was at the Rocky Mountain Song School in Lyons, Colorado, and my friend Elizabeth Harza is the one who told me to go to it.
How long ago was this?
5 years ago.
Yeah,
I think this would have been my 5th year going.
So hold on, 5th year going to a songwriting festival?
Yeah, so it's like a
and
school.
You didn't care about songwriting?
I wrote songs, but I don't think that I knew that it was a thing. I was
but you were already putting time in the bank.
I was writing songs before that, but I don't think I wasn't trying very hard. I was like, I want to write songs. I started writing songs when I was in college, and then took a large hiatus and started writing them again when I was about 2010. I would say, and then maybe 2011 or something like that, and then song school first time 5 years ago, and then I was like, this is a thing that people do. I can do this if I want as a lift for a job. So that's when I decided to like go all in. And sadly enough, like this would have been, song school would have started on Monday if this was not coronavirus. So
This wasn't 2020.
yeah, if it wasn't 2020.
Yeah.
It's a good way to put it. Anyway, but that's when I was like, oh yeah, this is a thing. And then learning that there is such thing as craft and there is such thing as like putting the time into it. And so that's when I was like, this, and it's super fun. And what you were saying before, I can't remember what it was, but it was like, the better you get at it, the harder it becomes because you start to think about it, and you don't let yourself get away with things
Oh, you mean
anymore.
a faucet analogy? Is that what you're thinking of?
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, earlier when you're like,
Don't put words in my mouth.
My best lyrics are when I'm not thinking about it, and it's like, of course, like when you don't hold yourself to like, you're not thinking about all of the, well, does this rhyme? Is this in a pentameter, or is this, what rhyme structure am I using? And you just write, like often your best things come out because you're not putting yourself through the ringer. And the more you learn, then it's like, oh, like I get all jammed up when I'm writing because I'm like thinking so many things about like structure and rhyme and what's the emphasis? Is it on the one or is it on the three? Like where do I want my like, anyway, it's like a whole thing. So the more I learn, the harder it gets, but also the more rewarding it becomes. So it's a whole thing. It's a process.
My opinion on songwriting, honestly, I love talking with you because I feel like I don't ever get to talk with people about songwriting because I feel like nobody takes it seriously, and you take it seriously.
Probably
And
too seriously.
I disagreed. If there's such a thing, and like, I don't know. There's in professional life. In my professional life, I feel like we have a lot of similarities.
Mhm.
To the extent that I have a professional life, we have a lot of similarities. So I enjoy talking with you about this. I feel that the not thinking, the not technical part gets you like the first half of the way, but then the
it gets
craft.
you to your first draft.
Yeah, and then you
Which
have to.
yeah.
Then you have to like, oh, okay, I've got to finish.
Yeah.
And then it's like the hard work.
Exactly.
You have to think.
And I have to learn how to turn my editor off in the first draft because I get really particular about making things perfect the first draft. And that's like, just fill up the space and then come back to it on the second draft and get better. But
Yeah.
that's
Well, I mean, everybody's different. Also, I don't do drafts. Like, I won't let myself write a lyric I'm not 100% behind. Gussie, I don't know if you guys can hear, but Gussie just like, that's not
She's
true.
like, I know.
My dog was like, that's bullshit. But yeah, I mean, it's both. Like, you have to have the feeling, but also the technique. Jim Harrison, the writer, I've been reading some of him lately. He says technique is the proof of seriousness. So if you're really into something, you're going to be good at all the technical shit because you're really into it. And but there's also all this feeling from who you are, just whether you had ever figured anything out at all or not.
I think we're going to have some dog barking shortly.
Okay.
Anyway, that being said, talking about technique, songwriting, play us the best song you've ever written as a closer.
Surprise,
No pressure.
Surprise might be the best general one.
Oh, I like the hardware store song, but is that your
I
best
haven't
song
done a
ever?
funny one. Yeah, we can do that.
Well, that's just I like that song a lot, but whatever song you want to play.
We'll do the hardware one. So I'll tell the story. So at the time I was living in Bozeman, Montana. Yeah, let's read the I don't want anyone to say anything and then
Oh, Keith is saying, great job on the accompaniment. Cool. Thanks,
Keith,
guys.
I like this Keith guy. I don't know what his deal is, but I like him.
All right.
So living in Bozeman, Montana, and I would go to the True Value Owen House on Hafine. And for those Bozeman residents that aren't listening, and get things. And there was Cecilia and I can't remember. I don't know if I knew the other girls' names, but they had all these cute girls working the cash registers, and I just thought it was so ironic that there's these pretty girls, the prettiest girls in Bozeman, Montana, were working at this hardware store. Like, WTF. And so I wrote the song. I don't even know where I got this idea for this song. Also, like, there's a lyric at the end. She's my peanut butter, I'm jelly undercover. I had that for like that line.
That was the line.
For 10 years probably before I wrote the song.
You're like, this is where it lives.
I just remember thinking like, oh, he goes to the grocery store, and then I was like, oh yeah, there's that funny line I wrote about peanut butter and jelly, and it's like, oh, perfect.
That's why you have the notebook in your phone. That you're just like, someday this is gonna be the moment where this line.
Oh,
comes in.
I feel like honestly that notebook or whatever is where things go to die.
So, kind of, but you resurrected the peanut butter line. So.
Yeah.
There's hope for us all.
Right.
There's hope for my
There's
notepad.
hope for all the ideas.
From my sad little notepad.
Not everything goes to die. Most things, but not everything.
Right. Bring us home with the hardware store song.
All right. You want to just end it now?
No. Play the song. They can leave if they want.
Okay.
Stick around, it's a good song.
I was singing in the shower like I do every day. When my shower started leaking, I said, ooh, this cannot be. So I wrapped up the chorus and went to the store for a fix. I was bebop rocking down the wrong aisle when an apron-wrapped angel asked you finding everything alright. And sweet Jesus, who's this fine missus here? Here. Oops. Take a little extra time here to make sure the chord gets across properly. A bold and a wash, she couldn't get much hotter than my girl at the hardware store. Got my buzz off buzzing and my heart a thumping for my girl at the hardware store. She's my peanut butter, I'm jelly undercover. Regretted lovers bound to be discovered. Oh, she's my girl at the hardware store. Didn't take long at all for me to notice the trend. How everything I need. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this one, honestly. Hold on. I'm not gonna be able to play it.
Yeah, you can.
No. I'm done. I'm done. I'm serious. I'm serious. 100% serious. That song is hard to play.
It's like a rap, folk rap.
Folk rap.
Folk rap.
I'm the king of folk rap.
Should we, let's see, what was the song that we've played together before?
I think
we're what?
Out.
We're out?
Of songs we played with together before?
No, remember that time that you played with me at Rye?
Oh yeah.
Let's do one, because we'll just, like, I feel like we can't
I'm
end
sorry,
on that.
guys.
We can't end on that.
We can't. I can play a song that I can play.
Play a song that you can play.
Okay.
Okay.
That song is actually hard. Like, I have to be 100% sober.
You can't be too Mint Juleps deep for one
No.
of those. Speaking of, while you sing us a song, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Make me feel better, please. This is real life. Alicia's happy hour.
This is
I guess
like-
we're not
this
really
is
in
the
your
most-
happy hour anymore. We're
We're happy into
hour.
the second hour, but that's
Yeah.
all right because we're having fun. I don't know if you guys are having fun, but we're having a good time. So I'm gonna slap some. Smells so nice.
Slap it like it's hot. Let's see. Almost end on a happy one. You've heard me play this song a couple times. I'm sorry. You know how you
Why
like.
are you sorry? That's
you-
why I invited you onto this show,
Do
my
you know-
TV show.
You know how like I can't. There are 12 people watching this.
Yeah.
That blows
Thank you,
my
12
mind.
people for sticking around.
Blows my mind.
At this point, I think we're just hanging out in my yard with cocktails.
Yeah. I really wish that you guys could be here and like talk to us.
Ah, it's so fun.
That would be cool.
I mean, he's heard me all summer. Like, I've been working on this patio project. It's almost done.
It looks good.
And, like, all I want to do is have a song circle in my backyard. Like, this is
coming.
the first thing. This is the first step towards the song circle.
And hopefully we can get people from Miami and Massachusetts and Cape Cod all over
Minnesota.
here.
There was
Minnesota,
a Minnesota
yeah.
on.
Um,
All right. Play us a song. Bring us on. Play the song.
this is one I've been playing a lot lately. This is called Who's Falling for Who. It's I was hanging out with. You're strong. Mine's dying too. Hanging out with a lady that was I didn't think much would happen with the relationship, but then I started having feelings. Danger. So this song is about that. Who's falling for who? This whole drinking while you play is dangerous. I don't really drink when I play. Like, even if I'll be at bars and they'll be like, whatever you want. I'm like, nothing, water.
Yeah, I rarely drink, but I do like one drink in 3 hours.
Anyway, here we go. I guess it started innocently, but don't take long at all to get up wrong and wrong with the right chemistry. But after the kiss, I blew out a miss I thought was the last. But after 1, 2, 3 days pass, someone should wear my girl at. Yeah, I don't know who's falling for who. Things ain't doing like I thought they do. I got feelings that I wasn't planning to. Maybe I'm falling for you. I don't know who's falling for who. Things ain't doing like I thought they do. I got feelings that I wasn't planning to. Maybe I'm falling for you, yeah. I was thinking I'd be moving on before she got too close. But she make easy time of helping me unwind. Like, damn girl. Now it looks like some tables got turned. This done backfired on me like it come from a book. Blindsided by the girl with the sneaky good looks. I don't know who's falling for who. Things ain't doing like I thought they do. I got feelings that I wasn't planning to. Maybe I'm falling for you. I don't know who's falling for who. Things ain't doing like I thought they do. I got feelings that I wasn't planning to. Maybe I'm falling for you. Oh, I don't know who's falling for who. Things ain't doing like I thought that they would do. I've got feelings that I wasn't planning to. Maybe I'm falling for you. I don't know who's falling for who. Things ain't doing like I thought they would do. I got feelings that I wasn't planning to. Maybe I'm falling for you. I don't know who's falling for who. Things aren't doing quite like I thought they would do. I've got feelings that I wasn't planning to. Maybe I'm falling for you.
Well, that's happy hour.
High five.
Happy hour and a half. Thank you so much for coming to my house and playing music with me in my
Do you
backyard.
think our demeanor is the same now as it was an
An hour
hour?
and 15 minutes ago?
Yeah, 22 minutes ago.
22 minutes ago? Shit. No, I think it's gotten
Changed
a
a
lot
little
more
bit.
loosey-goosey. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It's good to be back. Thank you for tuning in last week, regardless of the shenanigans of the sideways phone for the
It
live
was
stream.
one guy.
It was 2 guys.
Oh, 2?
But I appreciate that you guys tune in and you actually care and you want it to be good. So
Truth.
that was a really fun show I got to play last week. But I'm back to the regular programming. Like I said, everything's been canceled, so I am going to play shows from my backyard from now on. This is really great.
Kenneth is nice too. All these nice people.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Go check out John Sherrill's website. There's a tip jar on the description, and we'll see you guys next time. And
Thank you, Keith.
take care and wash your hands.
Yes. Wear a mask.